Hey everybody, it's Tuesday, it's from the barracks, and it feels like it's a Monday because the three of us were on a cruise. We actually are waiting for one more to show up. Of course, I'm Joker of Players Wanted. It's not a party till he comes out. Wiener
Hey,
from
bye, hey,
New
bye,
Beat
hey, bye.
Airsoft. And down below, if you really piss him off, you get you some shiny new bracelets. Justin Beowulf West from uh, Shadow Legion. And joining us here shortly, if he can ever figure out how to work his computer, will be Jordan. So,
Hey, Jordan.
Did he make it
and
home finally?
Yeah, you got home.
yes, they made it home earlier
No
today.
thanks to Frontier Airlines.
Fuck Frontier, man. I'll never fly
He's
that.
running in the
Fuck
back with the
Or like
goats.
fuck tier airlines. Excuse my French. Did I say that out loud?
Well, I mean, in their particular case this time, um, it really isn't Frontier's fault. There was really bad weather between here and there,
Then how did
and
Southwest fly through it? That's what I want to know. If it's such bad weather, how did
because
Southwest
it's the
fly through it?
next day. That's why.
No,
Because
but they
we're
left him
supposed
hanging. They freaking canceled the flight and left him hanging. Didn't
well,
offer another flight
Frontier.
the next day. So Frontier, fuck tier. They screwed me
Tell
before too. Southwest came through.
us how you really
Southwest.
feel, Wiener. Holy
This
shit.
is this is really entertaining to me right here. This was what it was like the first night on the cruise ship.
Why is my light not bright enough? You suck. Huh. I gotta get.
But you know what?
Here.
You're the most important one, Colton. I'm glad you're here.
Oh, Colt. Hey, Colt. What's up, man?
What's
Beaver's
going on,
here.
Oh,
Cole?
yeah.
but,
Oh, Beaver.
Yeah.
The Beaver's here. Sorry, I didn't see you, Beaver. I would have
It's-
said hi to you first. I didn't see it till
And
just.
Stupid's here. You know,
Yeah.
they're
Stupid.
always
Man, I
here.
haven't seen Stu and Care. Shut up, stupid.
um,
Oh, we got
Jordan
stories to
is
tell.
here, but he needs to get his
Mark-
camera working. So,
I gotta turn the volume up a bit here because you sound low. Here we
so
go.
we just got done with Pew Pew at Sea three.
Three. Oh,
Um,
I didn't bring my patch out with me. Damn it, it's in the room.
oh, hold on, I got one.
Yeah, I was about to say mine's up in the living room.
Yeah, mine's in my
Mine's-
backpack in the other house.
I guess mine is closer. So I
You're
guess I
not the
won't-
only viewer. Shut up, Colt.
He might be the only viewer on that particular
Yeah, on
channel that
Facebook.
he's looking at.
Yeah, me the only viewer
There's
on
a
Facebook.
solid 4 of you now since Smurf is here.
Hey, Smurf. Woohoo. Well, she's on, but so she's on YouTube, so YouTube probably has more. Wait, I usually pull this up. What's going on here?
I have no idea what's going on. All
Don't
right,
break it.
So here we go. Pew Pew at C3, the lovely patch, depending on what side cabin you got. It's either a
Whoops.
$900 patch or it's a $2,000 patch.
$900 pass. Listen to you.
Most expensive patch ever.
There we go. I'm back.
Oh yeah, we made it home safe, all right. I mean, our cruise ship was cooking.
The
when
ferry,
it-
however,
not so much.
What was his name? What was the guy's name? He was
Hello,
doing-
Mr.
Oh,
Hello.
Mr. Hello.
hello,
that's it.
man.
Hello. Hello.
Look,
man.
I will give that dude some credit
Oh, he was good. He got money off me.
that he had a really great way of keeping everybody's attention.
TikTok not working?
I'm on
uh,
I'm on YouTube right now. and
No
YouTube is
TikTok
like-
right now because for some reason TikTok's doing that bullshit again every single time.
There
that
we go.
We wait, some shit comes up, and yeah. So,
I'll probably because
anyways.
TikTok didn't like it.
Had
But-
Pew Pew in the title.
no, it says that it's going through. All right, let me bring Jordan in here to see if he can figure out how to work his damn mic. Hey, Jordan,
Does he
how
have
you
mic
doing?
problems?
He's a tech. Come on, man.
He is a tech. He's sitting there.
Come on,
Yeah.
man.
Wait a minute. How many?
uh,
What's it tell me how many
trying
people
to
are
find
YouTube
my
watching?
cam.
Oh, it's over
Uh,
there in the corner of the room next to the tarp.
Pew pew. You still call it?
um,
Oh, what was the fairy's name?
so
Yes.
we're not. Man, there are so many funny things that happen on this cruise. It's ridiculous, and it started
Hey,
like
guess what? I didn't fall asleep with my phone in my hand.
no, you're right because we were talking about it. He kept running off his room to take a nap. That's
No,
what
I
it
did
was.
not keep running off my. I was staying up at 2 o'clock in the morning on Saturday night.
Yeah, we closed down
Oh,
that
you were well
Closed
rested.
down the
casino.
casino. Yep. Now,
did
now
close
Justin,
down-
on the other hand, he was the wimp.
No, my ass went to
He
sleep.
Yeah, he went to sleep early.
You know, I told everybody, and I was telling everybody, especially having cruised before, the great thing about a cruise is that you don't have to stand there with everybody, right? You don't have to be there. like if we went to say Disney or something, we all have to stay together, do the thing, where we all are obligated to be around each other for long periods. On a cruise, people scatter, they come back, they scatter, they come back. It's great.
Off to the winds, come back to eat. Off to the winds, come back to eat.
Hey, where's the penny fan for your channel here? I just want to join as a penny fan. Right now they want $2.99 a month for me to be the
Yes,
prospect.
Brad.
Online squad.
And I'm glad I
$6.99 a month.
upgraded it.
Dude,
Oh
Brad,
yeah. Yep.
we
Seen the mudslides,
we
the Captain
abused the
Cokes,
drink
and
package. So we
Yep.
found our bartender from last year, who was
one of them.
up.
One of them, not
One
both
of them.
We found
One of them.
One's
one
better
of them
than
wasn't
none.
on. Yeah, one wasn't on.
Sandeep wasn't there, but
Sandeep
Donnie
was-
was.
Yeah.
Too bad we couldn't add him to our channel.
Donnie was there up in the retreat. We went up to the retreat, and right off the bat, evidently somebody didn't think that we belonged in the retreat. And his precious,
And her name was.
it was
No,
Captain
that was a couple.
Douche Canoe with his little sidekick.
Little? Was she little?
No, she wasn't.
I will say we did look like
sidekick
the
Karen.
poors when we got there.
But oh my
Oh,
god!
look, peasants.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened, and we just started to. Oh wait, I don't have my card.
Oh man,
Oh, wait, I got
one. I don't have my card. My cards are in the room, in the house. They haven't mine because I have my mark card. Still trying to find your cam, huh, Jordan? Come on, Jordan, find your cam. Let's go.
There was that one. And then there was that one.
Yeah, we're all. I can't read that. Let's.
Card was the most.
Oh,
I
Esther.
got
Oh,
Esther
yeah.
for that one.
He's Esther. Yeah, he had to become Esther. He had to put on the neoprene boobs.
But yeah, we had the ultimate drink package, and we abused the hell out of it. I mean, when there is 92 drinks recorded to my room alone.
How could you check that? I couldn't see how many drinks were recorded in my room.
It was
Is that
on
because
the
you were in the aqua class?
I don't know if it was because I was in the aqua class or not, but I know for sure that it was there. I saw it on the ship like on Friday or yesterday morning when we got off the ship. But all right, well,
What happened?
where'd Wiener go? I don't
You
know.
lost me. I'm still
Nope,
here.
he's
I
back.
didn't
I
go
don't know
nowhere.
what happened.
I didn't say nothing bad either.
Here comes Jordan.
There
There he is.
There he is.
Hey, we can see his nose hairs.
Yeah,
Got that up skirt view. That's what I'm talking about.
that's right.
Here you go.
Up in it.
Fucking, this camera's been buried in a box for like 3 years since I moved to this house.
And it
I've
worked
never
that fast.
Never
See?
needed to get it ever.
If that was me who found it in 3 years in the box, I'd be looking for 2 hours trying to get that thing hooked up, if not longer.
Yeah, here. Will
Willie, everybody
We'll
knows
stay.
who you are.
It's
You don't
the-
have to
You have
announce
to
who
keep
you are
saying
every
one eye.
time.
Come on, Willie. Your name comes up.
Of
We
course,
go, oh,
Jordan.
shit, him again.
Oh God!
Crotch shot.
Hey, he's wearing pants.
That's right.
I'm glad that wasn't
It's not-
awkward for everybody.
Yeah, it's not gonna stay up there. I have no mount for it at the moment.
So Jordan was with us on the cruise. It was all in all, it was a great experience. It was a fun time. So we started off inside of we started off at Wings and Things in Cooper City. That's where the cruise started, and this time
Hey,
everybody was
Wings.
together from the start to finish. It was a smaller group this year because whatever with 2024, man. We all went to Wings and
It's a
Things
bad
Cooper
year.
City. Then we made our way over to the port. I don't think anybody had any issues with checking in whatsoever. In fact, by the
Nope,
time
just
Wiener and I
good.
got done parking our
the
trucks
cars. Yep. Parking the
and running
vehicles.
back to the thing, everybody was almost all the way through security check-in and everything else like
Wiener
that.
was the only person that had something taken from him with his flux capacitor.
Oh, I actually had to get my passport rescanned because I didn't have a beard in my passport picture,
Oh,
and they freaked out a little bit, and they had to rescan it. That was like the only
that's
issue
because
I
you
had.
look like
Amish terrorist.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Oh,
It
I
looks like a
look,
terrorist
I look,
anyways.
I look Amish, so I'm a Amish terrorist. Yeah.
We all thought you were Amish too till you started drinking, so we're good.
Listen,
And when he
I was
started
surprised when he
drinking,
gets stopped on the way back.
oh my god! So we'll get
On
to
the way
that.
back?
We'll get to that in a minute. So,
Well, the back on the boat, especially me and Mark.
Yeah. We're smuggling in alcohol onto the ship.
Did you really?
Yeah, that's you.
No
you
such thing.
I didn't
Wait,
know.
hold on.
I did not
Hold
know.
on.
Oh wait,
Hold
that's
on.
where you got the Blackbeard.
The Blackbeard. Yeah,
The
that's what we're gonna
Blackbeard
call
Dick
it
or
now.
whatever it
Yeah,
was
that's
called.
what.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that.
The
That
BTC.
that liqueur, that Jägermeister bomb thingy.
So we came back onto the ship and we're like, well, we're jumping ahead. We're jumping ahead, right? We're
What?
jumping ahead. It's we So we get onto the ship immediately. We go up to the retreat. We start having fun. We start getting our drinks. People start to get associated. Those of us that were new cruisers, which would have been Justin and Ziggy,
That was her
Megan.
second cruise altogether, but
Yeah,
That was
Megan
your
and
second cruise?
CC.
that was hers.
Yeah.
My first altogether.
Oh, so all right. So we had two brand
Oh,
new
you did-
cruisers.
so you never been? Oh, you're virgins.
Can't you tell?
Yep. Oh yeah, with that face, yeah.
Yeah.
So it was it was the process on a whole for celebrity was fast. I mean, when we went
Up
to
top.
Top
Well,
needs
we-
to go next time. Top, pay attention. You need to be
yeah,
on the ship
top.
next
Where
time.
is he?
Yeah.
There he is. There's
Of course, you may have to quit
Garcia.
smoking first, though.
He doesn't have to quit smoking. There were smoking sections.
There
There
was
is smoking sessions. Yeah.
Yeah, there was.
There were smoking sections.
Just we didn't hang in them.
We didn't need to.
There was.
So-
You know, another thing I noticed, there was no smoking in the casino unless they had a separate section.
No, they didn't, and that was great.
Yes,
I mean,
because I remember
yeah.
on the Conquest that sucked.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that
By
one
the,
guy.
by the way, we did see our ship and flip it off, Wes. We were the old ship. the
Yes,
first
we
one.
did when we were
Yeah.
walking off the cruise. Flipping off the good old Conquest, man.
It's okay, Patch.
So that the celebrity silhouette was recently updated, right? It looks relatively new. It everything on there. I don't think there was a single thing cosmetically wrong with the ship that I saw. What are you going to complain about, Wiener?
No, I was just thinking. I was thinking if I saw anything that needed to be
No,
because
I
actually
mean-
my patio looked nice and clean. I didn't see any rust anywhere.
Our room was
So-
nice.
Yeah,
The ocean
It was
view and
super
everything.
nice. I didn't have to pay for turn down service, which was great.
The ship did have an oil spill though.
Yeah. Oh, that's yeah. But
There was
that
that.
that
was a
didn't affect us
hydraulic.
any.
No,
We-
it didn't affect
Yeah.
us any at all. It was a
Yeah.
hydraulic line like on a
Yeah.
lift that blew. Yeah.
Wiener had his problem in the no tug zone.
Yeah, no tug zone. Yep.
Joker, where's that picture?
Yeah.
Alex.
No
Yeah,
tug
yeah.
zone.
Alex said he's coming next year.
I already sent them
Yeah.
the information for it. I
Yeah.
mean, so we already have the information for next year, and we're going to go over that towards the end of this. So if y'all go on, but I'll just give you guys a quick heads up. It's back to a 4-night cruise.
Which we wish we would have had this time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the extra day at sea is
The extra day
wonderful.
is always
Yeah.
is always extra. It was actually good.
We did so much running around.
We didn't get a chance to really rest.
No, we
Right.
didn't.
Yeah.
No.
There was a couple things that were a little off that was outside the ship's control.
Yeah.
Look, my first
The first white
Uh-oh.
people. Were you gonna say first white people meal? Is that what you just gonna say?
wife.
Oh, wife.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, white people.
Oh, the
This is
first
a
wife
Caucasian salad.
This is like, yep.
Caucasian salad.
brought me a nice steak, so hopefully she left it in a.
Did you have enough steak on the ship with all the dinners you had?
No, never.
my God.
Oh
So-
my God, no. Definitely not.
Jesus.
There's never enough steak.
I was
okay?
in a fucking Lord of the Rings party with the biggest damn hobbits I've ever met in my life. What about third breakfast? No, we've got to have room.
No,
for
no, it was
fourth
only
dinner.
dinners, right? We only did that for dinner.
Yeah.
I did get an awesome ham and cheese omelets every morning.
I, wasn't
I
doing
kind
the
I did
English
kind of like the I did like the breakfast at the last breakfast. The morning that we got to get off the ship. I did kind of like that. That was cool when they served us breakfast instead of us fighting the lines
Yeah.
with everybody.
Yeah,
Cool.
I
yeah.
might do that. I might do that a couple
have
more
to do that
times.
again.
Well,
Yeah.
evidently,
It
that
didn't
was
cost me
available.
anything extra.
No, it didn't cost anything. It didn't cost anybody extra. It actually was offered every single day of the sailing.
Yes, we
It
did.
was good.
It
It was good.
It was good.
Which I mean, even with the fight in the crowd, the times we got there because we were there a little bit before everybody else.
Well, I know
wasn't
you guys
that
are like
bad.
old people. You go to bed real early and get up
I'm on day shift, jackass.
early. I know.
I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
I love you, Justin. My shark buddy.
I don't think
Alonso!
I don't
We
think there's a
discovered
day a
we
night
both
that
like
me
raw
and Sam
oysters.
didn't go to sleep till 2 or 3 in the morning, and then woke
Yeah,
up.
that
at
was-
6.
Woke
Yeah,
up
that's-
woke up
That
still
was gonna
drunk.
happen.
Woke up
Yeah.
still drunk.
Oh yeah.
Sam,
Oh yeah.
Sam
Like
the
Saturday
second
when
day
we
or
woke
whatever.
up, I was still feeling a little bit of it, and I'm just like, I think Justin noticed it at breakfast Saturday morning. I
Oh
was
yeah,
like,
when he
"Whoa."
came knuckle dragging in like, "Bleh." Why are you making sick cow noises?
Yeah,
I was
that was Sam. What?
that
Sunday
was me
morning?
trying to talk. I
Love
was
you,
like,
Alex. Don't work too hard.
Oh no, Sam, that poor child, that poor
She was super hungover Sunday
pale
morning.
child,
Yeah.
burnt.
Oh,
and
man.
Oh,
hungover.
so burnt. She's like, so. Oh my God! So us getting back was a cluster. It was so screwed up since whatever Monday night. But yeah, we're on the plane today, and she goes, "My body hurts. It's on fire. It burns." I'm like, "That's
Because you
you're
look
a
like
lobster."
a Chernobyl victim.
Yeah,
Yeah, she
Yeah.
did.
So
Well, the
like-
sun will get into your muscles like that. When you get sun poison like that, it'll get into your muscles and it hurts.
Oh, that was
All
funny.
right,
when-
fine.
There
Sam
she
just
is.
walked
Later.
by. Yeah, Sam just walked by.
Hey, Sam.
Is that what that
Oh.
sizzling noise was?
Yeah, yeah. No, it wasn't her $120 crab legs.
So let's jump into like a lot of this, right? So Friday night, we all get there, we start doing the thing, we hit Donnie up, we get a bunch of drinks. We were on that retreat deck for a while.
A
and
long
finally
time.
it's like, oh, we got to go get ready for dinner. So we leave, you go down for dinner, and the amount of stuff that we had, like dinner, like which you don't like, a lot of people don't realize when you go on a cruise.
Escargot.
Like if there's something that you like in this case, the freaking escargot addict over there,
That was good.
you know, it was delicious. Don't
Yeah.
get me
It was
wrong.
good.
Where's all the
The
pictures?
next level stuff was when you took your bread and dipped it into the
Dip-
butter.
yeah.
Yeah, dipped
sauce.
it in the butter sauce
In
and
the
with
garlic,
the
garlic
oil,
butter it was
the
in.
vegetable
Yeah,
oil, garlic
yeah.
butter. Oh yeah, oof, that was good stuff.
It was really good.
The first,
That
although the
is-
first night, whoever was seasoning here, let me just pop this open for people to see. Whoever was doing this, whoever did the first dinner, that first night when it comes down to escargot, it was not that great. It wasn't as flavorful.
I didn't hate it. It was good.
I hated it either. I had two.
No,
plates of it.
I liked it. I mean, there's the escargot. Wait, hold on.
Hey.
There was the dinner upstairs. That right there, that tuna meal. Oh my god! But we'll talk about that in a minute, right?
Is that shallots?
No, that was like there were the different types of tomatoes and everything
Okay.
else, potatoes and all that.
Oh yeah, Alex, be careful.
So the first dinner was it's the main dining, which everybody has access to. You just dress up a little bit and you go in there. And we had escargot, we had shrimp cocktail.
Tails,
The dress up is kind
soup,
of a
French onion soup.
that's very a loose thing there.
What's that?
You're
Shrimp
supposed
cocktail?
to. You're supposed
Oh.
to dress up for that. For
Like
that.
I
Oh, we
thought we were
should-
going to get turned away if we didn't have the collared shirt, but then well, there was a couple of nights of some well,
Shenanigans.
yeah,
Yeah.
not from us.
I showed up in shorts one night.
Yeah, well, you know.
At least I had shoes on. I didn't have flip flops on.
That would not have flown at Lumine, by the way. They would have turned your ass away.
I'm not snooty like you and get to go to Lumine.
Not fancy.
Oh.
And you didn't take me as your date.
So
Hell no.
So next year we're gonna be able to get more people into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go on Lumine next year, huh?
Yeah, it was
we,
not
we,
that-
we already did some booking on Monday.
Are you going to be a dinner wife?
he was a
Yes,
dinner husband, remember?
Yeah.
I was.
So
I was a second husband. Yes.
the first night we had the main dinner. That was delicious. And then we decided that my wife and I decided to go to Lumine, which is their high-end restaurant. And we went in there, and that's where we had I was very pleased with this dish. This tuna, it was tuna infused beet. I wish I would have ordered like 5 more of them. It was so delicious. This was the crab cake style thing they had with it, which is also good. Let's see what else. That was Star's quail, and this was my duck. I was not a fan of the duck. It was just a little dry for my taste.
You talk about your hairdo or your
Oh wait, here we go.
yeah, that
So-
that salmon or whatever that was, this tartare or whatever that was. That
What was-
Salmon
previous
tartare
picture.
was good.
No, it wasn't. They
Yeah, it was.
chopped it up too much. Yeah, I was
Oh.
looking for like a slab of salmon or whatever, not chopped up like that.
I think
No.
we should have some type of like raffle and let people guess our weights at
From
the
what
end
we
of
start to the
the.
end of it, and then
At the
give
You
end
know
away
of the
what's
something.
funny? All right, yeah. Let's have somebody guess this. How much weight did you think that I gained on that cruise?
I mean, if we based it on like the size of your stomach on the very last day,
You probably
homie,
gained 40 pounds.
it minimum 25 is what it would it look
I don't
like.
think so.
But
I
it could
bet,
have been
I bet
gas.
he only gained 2 pounds.
I bet he lost. I bet you he lost weight.
Because when he disappeared from us, he was in the bathroom.
Well,
bet
I
he
mean, like I
lied.
said, it could have been gas.
What do you mean when I disappeared from you?
Whenever you got up from the table, you went to the bathroom.
I took a leak.
So you say he could have been just making a big old dumpster.
Yeah,
I
he was
was-
lighting his stomach
So you
up.
lose weight. Yeah.
Speaking of which, I'm
called-
glad
He
you
had, to, he had
mentioned
to
that.
make room for third dinner.
I will say,
I had to make room for
I
third
do
dinner.
appreciate the high flush toilets. Those things are like,
They-
they handle
Whoosh.
business. Toilet
All
paper, not so much.
Thank you, Smurf. I knew that, and I won't be ever ordering it again because it just ruins salmon when you chop it up like that. It needs to be
So what
fillet.
is
Yeah.
so Wiener thinks like Wiener think how much weight do you actually think I gained? All right, Garcia
I-
said
I-
Wiener 3 pounds.
I go 2
I was
pounds at least, probably 2 pounds
was
because I
gonna
know
say,
the way
I
your
think
weigh
Mark
metabolism
yourself when
works.
you got back home.
I weighed myself when I got back.
I did too. I weighed myself when I got back home.
So
Not happy.
how much do you think, Beowulf?
I'll say 10.
I gained 10 pounds. Okay, and Jordan, how much do you think?
But
I
you
said you
probably
lost
lost it
5
inside of
pounds.
24 hours.
Huh?
I,
Five-
Yeah,
say,
because
I,
you were
I
just
say you
drinking.
lost 5 pounds.
I lost 6 pounds.
You lost 6 pounds. Where between your ears?
No, I weighed myself when I got home. I lost 6
You
pounds
couldn't fit through the doors. How did you lose weight?
because we did a hell of a lot of walking.
It's
It was all gas then.
I gained, and as much as I didn't eat, I gained 6 pounds.
Now
As I say,
I will
it's
say
absolutely all gas.
I was highly bloated that last night. I
Yeah.
mean,
No, you,
I was
you
like,
look
I'm
fucking
like,
miserable,
oh
dude.
my god, I'm so bloated, but I don't care. I'm gonna keep eating. Yeah.
Well, then we went to another buffet after we got off the boat later.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, you went to the
No.
sushi
No,
place.
Jordan was the
Yeah.
closest. Jordan said I lost 5 pounds. He was. I mean, it's just
So-
one of those.
I say
You-
that because last year Sam lost weight by she lost like 10 pounds last year on the cruise, and she's like, "There's no way."
That's
ate
because
so
she was
much.
on a liquid diet. That's why.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, all the drinking. Well, no, it's all the walking. It's for sure all the walking.
Yeah, the walking was.
Yeah, I
quite a
did
bit.
I did a check. I logged 10 miles over the weekend
No, yeah, easily.
from Friday
I should go
until,
check my watch.
until Monday when I got home.
Let me see.
But I'm
here.
saying that should definitely be a game for the
That
next
should
one.
be a game. It's funny because they were watching us. It was the entire thing. Like the first night, I mean, we obviously made a huge joke of it. It's like, all right, Star and I are gonna go for second dinner. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, you poors. We're going to
Yeah,
go.
you
Goodbye, you
poors.
peasants. We're gonna go into the nice area. The nice.
So
Three,
that was
six,
that food was just. I wish I would have gotten something else besides it. I knew when we had the
10.
steak before it was actually good. But I was like trying something new. So the
How many
second
miles
day,
did you do the weekend? How many
10.
miles? 10 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I did too.
yeah, we did a
Well,
lot of walking.
we all walked the same
Yep.
places.
In fact,
Oh,
we're
well,
starting
and
on.
you're not
And
even
we got on the cruise on Friday,
counting
so 3.
all that
6.
fucking swimming in like 30-knot water.
Oh
10.
yeah.
Yeah, 10, about 11 miles I did.
Yeah,
11 miles.
Jordan. I had to do extra swimming because of Jordan.
All there's all that
Oh,
walking we
yeah.
did all
So
the
I-
way to
I
freaking
kicked-
Atlantis and
I
didn't go to
kicked,
the
uh,
aquarium.
I accidentally kicked Mark's GoPro out of his hand while we were snorkeling.
Oops,
Yeah.
you jumped and dived down and get it?
Yeah,
I did have to-
he
I
jumped
freaked
and got
out
it.
for about a solid minute until I found it because we were. So let's talk about day 2, right?
I
Day
was about
2
to
we
say,
get up.
skip to Key West.
So hold on. At the end of
What's
that
Key
night,
West?
after second dinner, we decided to go hit the hot tubs, and we just started drinking and drinking and drinking. I mean,
Yeah.
I
Sam
drank
is
all the way to
definitely-
the room.
We have to.
Yeah, she was right next door to us. Not right next door, but like
We have
one
to
room
get
over.
the. We have to get the a patch for Sam that she's definitely the bad influence
She
because
is
she
the
goes,
bad
we
influence.
should go to bed, but first let's drink.
Yeah, she is the bad influence for sure.
So we wake up in the morning, and I'm only on like 6 hours of sleep because we had to be up and we had to be downstairs. Supposedly, we had to be at our excursion at like 8:15 a.m. Yeah, we could have walked in at 9 o'clock and still gone to our
Yep.
excursion. It was just whatever. So we go down there, we get to our excursion. Now the lady was nice. They brought us over to the place. We had to walk to our excursion,
Across
which
the island.
It wasn't that bad of a walk.
Nah, it wasn't bad.
let's see here.
A lot of free roaming cock.
There was
There was a lot of
this
free
was-
roaming cock.
Just so much cock out here.
So much cock.
Wiener. Street cock.
we have video.
Yes, we do.
It's everywhere. Jesus.
We get there, they bring us out to the ship. I didn't know we were gonna get free soda, but I went and got some soda because I needed my coffee and carbonation.
Free soda. There was free beer.
Well, I was gonna
Yeah,
get to
so,
that, right?
Yeah.
So we get on and they're
You
telling
couldn't
us,
have that until you swam.
Yeah, you had to swim first. You had to swim first. So we went out. We started doing a dolphin watch, which was kind of cool. They're like, keep your eye out and all that. I was like, right there. And she goes, what? I was like, there. She goes, good eyes. And then each
He's
time
really
that they
good
were
at spotting
scanning, I was like,
blowholes, everyone.
over there, and they go. She goes, how in the hell? I was like, I see movement. I track to it. Anybody that's on my that's been
Blowhole!
killed by me. Anybody that's been killed by me at an airsoft event knows I see movement. I focus. So seeing the Jesus Christ, kid. Fine.
Does the mic turn up?
It turns off.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. That's right.
That's why-
right. That's what happens when you buy yourself a good microphone, good headset.
Crazy, right?
Yeah, I know.
See how it turns red?
Yep, I noticed that now. I just.
See what mine does. Oh, hey, it's still working.
Yeah, crazy.
Oh, look. Jordan,
hold on,
you
hold
were
on.
at the- Ah! Me and Jordan down here, the pores at the bottom of the screen.
Dude, I've had these headsets for like the last 10, maybe 12 years. It's time for a new one.
These two.
I'll tell you what, I like. Well, I went and bought me these after Mark bought me the cheap shit that kept not working. So I went and bought the more expensive ones like these, like what he has on. It's just that mine aren't white.
I will say.
I went for the non-racist ones.
He has
Poor
the
Thea.
privileged ones.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna talk about how much black stuff that he likes in a little bit.
Oh.
So
Is there a video of that? I hope not.
Oh, yeah.
There is. There definitely is.
Crap, I'm in trouble.
so
Also, I can still taste that right now. I am
Can you?
I can, yep.
Yeah, the BBD. Yeah.
Yeah, the BBD.
it tastes good, man. I don't know what you're talking about. Although I should have got
It
the
was
vanilla.
smooth. It wasn't bad.
I would have got the vanilla because that was even
I'm not
smoother.
complaining.
That seems
I would
like
have
a
probably drank that
contradiction,
whole
though.
bottle if I didn't have to share it with everybody.
You know what I'm saying? Bit of a contradiction.
So we're going out there. We watch the dolphins and everything else, and our captain goes, she says, yeah, you guys could have free beer and free mimosa.
Why are you I captain? There was another girl on the ship called Emily, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah,
had
the
that
little
nice-
bartender.
Had the nicest pink shorts I've ever seen. Or they were red at one point, but I almost got a picture of her butt, but it didn't work.
It didn't work. He's just like, hey.
It was funny because as I was like recording the dolphins, I walked back towards the bathroom of the ship, and then I slid into the hole and banged my elbow.
That was
Oh
funny.
yeah, the not so funny.
Oh,
part.
that's right. He fell in the
Yeah,
toilet. I get it
that
straight.
was
He
the
fell
toilet,
in the
yeah.
toilet. Yeah.
That was pretty funny.
No, my shoes slipped off that thing. That's why I went wham, and I landed straight on both feet, and I was like, "All right,
Listen,
my
I
elbow
went
hurts."
and used the same freaking bathroom down there, and it's in one of the pontoons of the boat. I don't know how I fit in there and closed the doors behind me, let alone Joker went down. I'm like, what in the shit? I'm like,
right,
trying to,
Man,
like,
I'm not as big as you all make me seem like I
shitting.
am. I mean, come on now.
Yeah. What?
I'm just tall.
you had to make like a sound when you came out of that damn thing. I was trying to close the
Suction.
door behind me, like,
Well, let me tuck this in real quick. Fucking his roll.
Shut up, Skinny.
I shut it just fine.
Me
Just
skinny.
saying.
Yeah, you're right. I'm pretty skinny.
Compared to this group, yeah.
Yeah.
But,
We
you know,
saw some of
Justin's just
Wiener's.
like, I'm gonna. It saw some of Wiener's what?
We saw some of Wiener's family. There was a manatee out too.
Yeah, no, that was it.
It was a cute little bugger too. That was a baby.
Yeah.
That was.
I got video.
Oh my God, there's a dead manatee right there.
Manatee guy.
Was that?
Oh my God, there's a dead manatee right there.
This is Mark
Anybody-
coming out of his.
Did anybody recognize those ass cheeks?
Yeah, that was Mark.
Now, I only recorded that because I spent like probably 5 minutes going, Mark, Joker, pull your shorts up. I'm like, you know what?
Well,
Fuck
yeah.
it.
Well, it wasn't his shorts. It was his shirt because under the water, that was a scary sight in its own. I thought I was looking at the,
Well,
the sun coming
These
down on the
two
water.
up top showed up in wetsuits.
Yeah, they did. They had wetsuits.
No,
like,
I had.
oh,
I
no, look
did
at
not
that.
My
have a
wife and I
wetsuit,
had
thank you very much.
neoprene wetsuits.
I had
Oh,
neoprene.
we're still the
Yes,
boars
right
here.
shorts. I had neoprene shorts. I did not have a wetsuit top because they sent me the wrong top. I did have 2 rash guards I was wearing. One was skin tight, and the other was loose long sleeve. And actually, that worked. I was really surprised.
It didn't make you sneak
couldn't
when
get
you were
the damn
trying to
shirt
sneak
off.
up, though.
What's
I
that?
haven't had dinner yet.
When you were trying to
Why?
sneak up on me.
Oh, I know that didn't help because that was my breathing. Thank you very much.
Like, what the fuck is that? Oh,
It was a manatee getting us water.
Yeah.
I did
I-
Spartan kick Wiener off the ship and off the little boat and be
Off
like,
the-
what was in the
you know,
video of that?
it's actually, I believe it's on TikTok. I got to pull the video.
So,
And
Oh,
I was
well,
like, man, I was like, what is that? Beached whale, and I kicked him
Beached
off.
whale. You got that on the GoPro, right? Yeah.
Oh, is it on the GoPro? Shit, where is the GoPro?
I will say hats off to the captain and Emily. They did a great job. They were very
Yes.
entertaining.
They
They took care of us.
Yep, it's worth going on it. It was worth
We
it.
went through 3 pitchers of mimosas.
Yes,
Yeah.
it did.
Yes. Now, as far as the swimming side of it, that was a little rougher water.
That's because
Yeah.
Justin's a fish out of water. That's what it was.
No,
It's-
he's right. Look,
It
No,
wasn't
I
very
did
good.
there.
This old man did good once I learned to just relax and
You're
later.
fucking buoyant as fuck, though.
You have to learn how to do it. That was the.
I don't
with
have
the
as much
pool
body
noodle.
fat as you.
Pool-
I just sank.
Yes, you did. Yep.
I went in the water and I was like,
in
all right,
the
I'm going to
water. I
roll
think
over.
I think I kept my face in the water pretty much most of the
I
time.
tried a
It's
couple times and a couple of the waves came over, drowned in the snorkel, like blew the water out. I'm like, you know what? Screw that. I just blew the damn thing up and I was just floating on my back, having a good time. But as
So-
you swam 50 yards and get blown straight back to the boat like 3 times, I'm like, you know what? I stuck my head up. I said, beer. And Jordan, like probably 100 yards away, is like, beer.
Bear.
Beer. Somebody say beer.
Bear. I heard bear. Bear.
So I will say that the one disappointing thing was that we were not at the coral reef. Instead, we were at the sponge.
sponge-
field.
where SpongeBob was at.
Sponge
Right.
reef, yeah.
SpongeBob
and
SquarePants.
there was nothing to see except for a few little fish,
And
a
it
whole
all looked
bunch
kind of the
seaweed,
same.
and
And-
it was all
It
And
was
they
also
explained
cloudy.
It was cloudy. They said the reef was going to be a lot more windy than it was. But I mean, I think this was where we were. It was probably safer to put us in this shallower water, as windy as it was.
yeah.
So, again, I ain't mad at them. We had a good time. They did a good job entertaining. And the second I went up, of course, everybody's like, can't believe you're getting out. I'm like, I'm getting the fucking beer. What the hell
Beer.
deal?
Oh my god, you remember that tiki bar we saw?
Oh, yeah.
The trawler motor on it. It was literally a
Oh, yeah.
little floating
Yep.
tiki bar on pallets, and they just had a little trawler motor on it, and they were just
Now,
zooming around.
Neither
Yeah.
me nor Jordan got pictures of the Waterworld barge that we saw because we were
Oh.
way too deep into the alcohol by this point on the way back. Like we're all leaning into the wind. We're like, hey, look, it's Waterworld. It's a meth lab.
It was a meth lab on the water. Yes.
What's up, Donna?
Hey Donna.
Hey, Donna.
So one of the funny things that was also we found out is that some dude has
Sorry, went out.
2 Airbnbs out there.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah,
That
those
was
things are
cool.
pretty cool.
Out
yeah.
in the middle of the ocean.
Hey, excellent
middle of the
idea if
ocean.
you want to live off the grid. Pretty cheap.
Yep.
Well,
No,
pretty
no,
cheap.
It's not
You-
cheap.
you-
It's $600 a day.
Well, no.
no,
that's
to
amazing.
do it yourself.
To do
Oh
it
yeah.
yourself.
Well, until
Do
a
it yourself.
hurricane
All you,
comes.
it was like I bet you there's probably like 10 grand into one of those just because of the generators and stuff in it. But
Yeah.
you can put it out there in the water for free because they put a trawler motor on it and registered it as a boat.
Boat.
And you can anchor out there in the
Yeah.
Keys and live your best little hippie pirate life.
And
That's
look,
right.
there's plenty of people in those sailboats that were doing the exact same thing.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Especially
Oh, yeah.
Waterworld guy.
So we get back. We then go to Alonso's.
I like that dude from the beginning of the movie. Ooh, the paper.
Alonzo's Oyster Bar, Key West.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yes.
here, we'll share this right here. This was Alonso's. Those my oysters and my clams and everything that I ate. Oops,
That's not it.
fast. That's not it. And it was
Yeah,
just
that was just Mark's appetizer.
Yeah. Me and Wiener killed how many dozen?
Two dozen.
just
2 dozen?
2 dozen.
2
Yep,
dozen.
Two dozen.
And some
And they were
smoked fish dip.
phenomenal. We got the largest ones, the smoked fish dip. We got conch fritters. We got.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It was
Primo
awesome.
raw oysters. I mean, they were so clean and so tasty.
Yep.
It was nice.
it was
good.
the place was great. And then Sam goes, I
Oh
want
yeah.
Yeah.
crab.
Miss Bougie.
Miss Bougie.
And
She's a doctor. She can get what she wants.
well,
Yeah.
I'm a doctor. I'm
But
with
the
$100
problem is
family.
she can't spend money on herself without having a panic attack.
Yeah,
so
that's
that
true.
was the funny thing, right? The guy comes up, he goes, all right, let me go see if they have any. She's like so excited to get crab legs and all that. And he comes back, he goes, I got good news
Good
and
news, I
bad
got
news.
bad news.
Good news is you have the last portion. Bad news is it's $120. And the level of panic that she has, of course, the three of us
Oh yeah, we egged her on.
took full
Advantage.
took that the full cue to say
Oh, yeah.
welcome to the party, pal. And we just started ragging on her like every once in a while. We just meant I was like, well, at least I spent $120 on fucking crab legs. And she's
Crab
like,
legs.
oh.
Yeah,
they were
so
good.
she has
She
a problem
was
with
worth it.
spending money on herself. She
Yeah.
just will not do it. So she was freaking out. She kept looking at me. Can we afford this? I'm like, yes. It's like what we're here for. You
Mhm.
wanted crab legs, so she was so disappointed when she heard that it was $120, and she was freaking out. She's like, well, that's all I came here for. That's all I wanted. Damn it. I'm like, well, get the damn crab legs.
Come on, my
They
damn
were
crab
great.
legs.
I had some of
They
it. I
were-
mean, the
yeah.
crab leg, the legs were literally this
Oh
thick
yeah, they were
around.
massive.
They
The-
were massive.
The knuckle was like that.
Yeah. Freaking massive.
So we had our food. We had a good time. We went back to the ship. We went back to the ship. Of course, things started escalating. So we then had the first dinner again. We're sitting there having the first dinner. Well, also wait, as we're walking either to or from this, somehow, some way, John Logan finds this big ass fucking shamrock
Oh
leprechaun
yeah,
hat
yeah.
on the ground and decides.
Rolling down the street like a tumbleweed.
So, of course, John being John, he's wearing it now.
Yeah.
Wouldn't take it off.
Wouldn't take it off.
Well,
I think
hey,
it got
Gracie.
adhered to his head. I think it just got stuck there, and he just could not take it off.
He still didn't take it off after the boat either. After we got off on Monday, he
Yeah.
still had it on.
Well,
Yes, he
Well,
did.
look. Hold on.
Well, so Monday was St. Patty's Day.
Yeah, I know, but it never left his head. I'm pretty sure that thing was on his head for like 20 hours.
Well, look. Watch.
Probably
Look
still
at
in
the
his head right
background.
now.
It probably still is in his head.
Look at that fucking thing. It's huge.
Legs.
It's freaking huge. He had it the entire time. It was fucking hilarious, right? So
I'm on the
I
top
go to
now.
second dinner, and then Star turns to me and she
Ooh.
goes, I don't want to. She goes, I don't want to go to second dinner. So then I go to the table right next to me because they didn't have us all together, which kind of pissed me off. There was the two tables, but
Oh,
we
yeah,
did
we
this
got
funny thing where
separated
we kept separating. We kept putting one couple with another table like every single night, so
Yeah,
it
just
worked out.
rotating out.
But I went over there and I was like, I went over to their table. I was like, so who wants to come with me to second dinner? And like Megan and Cece are like, nah, we're stuffed. We're full. You should have said something beforehand before I had pasta. But Sam's like, I'll go. So then I took my second wife now.
She's like,
over
I'm no
to
quitter.
Monet. And I forgot to show what we had at the first dinner. So there was that's the salmon tartare.
It was all right.
There, of course, escargot.
Yeah.
Escargot, which was awesome.
The steaks was good.
The steak was decent. That was the
I wanted a ribeye. They
steak,
didn't have ribeye.
steak Claire or whatever.
We had
that-
clouds. That's how we kept the weight down.
So I took Sam and she became my wife for the night. We went and had second dinner, and oh my god, was it fantastic.
I think it was the night me and Kira went out later and had sushi.
Yeah, you wanted sushi on 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we went around 10 o'clock that night. It was really good.
Was it that night or was it that Sunday night?
No, that was Saturday night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was really good. Enjoyed the they had some tuna and salmon rolls and a bunch of sashimi that was really good, and like just big slabs of just fish. Good stuff.
So we went over, started having. I mean, the food was just the food on Lemonade was just fantastic, and we got. What the hell did you drop?
Nothing,
Beer?
just a glass. I don't drop beer.
Then we after we had
Beer
second dinner, we got changed. Did we go back to the hot tub? I think we did.
We did.
Yeah, we went back to the hot tub. Closed when we got kicked out of the hot tub. It is now time to gamble, and we went to the tables for the first time. Jordan and I closed that bitch down.
Oh yeah, we were doing pretty good. Al though, that old man, that English guy, he knew what he was doing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mark, real quick question here. I'm looking at Pew Pew at C4. Why is the Aqua class not listed?
Oh,
Oh, you want Aqua class this time?
Well, I have enough time to pay it off this time.
Why don't you just go? Why don't you just go and join us in the Sky Lounge?
That's okay. Me and Jordan will
Why don't
just
you
be
just
the
join
peasants.
us in the retreat level, sir? Just,
Yeah.
If you're gonna go Aqua, you might as well go retreat. I
well,
think
don't
there
they?
was
They don't have any sky suites any left. It's Aqua Sky now, right?
It is Aqua Sky. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's one step up.
Yeah, because from what was it? Well, I don't see the price on here at all. I see concierge class, which is pretty comparable to what it was this time.
Yeah.
Almost identical. As a matter of fact.
Just call in tomorrow and talk to Hiram, and he'll get you set up with.
And why aren't the phone
nice
numbers
little
and stuff
upgrade.
listed on here? You're slacking.
Just join the retreat, and then we can have more fancy dinners. We can get more people in.
Hell, we can
Just
just do fancy dinners, period.
Yeah.
Let the peasants just stay below us. You know.
Ow.
So Saturday night, we hit up gambling. We didn't stop till 2:00 in the morning. At that point I was up like something. I was like up 380 or something like that. So I was already up. You were down, right, Jordan?
No, I was up like $130.
But didn't Sam lose money?
Oh, that's true. Sam lost $100 on slots. That's right.
Well, that means you lost money.
I lost
$100
on bingo.
Yeah, which means I lost money. But don't worry, we made up for it the second day.
We'll talk about
But we'll get to it later. Yeah.
So everybody joins. Megan joins us. It's CC and Jordan. We're just sitting there just gambling. Megan is so drunk that when she's talking to Al was from Brunswick, England originally. Who's over here in Florida now. And she went and told her roommate, I met a nice Italian guy.
Oh God.
So
yeah, that was funny.
So we go back to my room because it's we ended so late at the casino that all food was shut down. It was room service. So I was like, fuck this, I'm gonna go abuse the hell out of my room service. So I go in the room, come out with a menu, and I turn to CC and Megan. I go, or not CC, Megan. I turn to Sam and Megan. I go, what do you want? And they're like, we'll just take the kids' meal hot dog. My ass got seared salmon. Jordan,
they got hot dogs. Yeah, I was good.
They got hot dogs. I got a seared salmon, and then I got a shrimp cocktail, which was all of it. Was, that food comes in, we take it right out to the back porch. I turn over to ask Sam just how good her hot dog is. I didn't need an answer because she's sitting there
doing her happy dance. She gets food.
Yeah,
she gets happy. She does her little happy dance. Yep.
Megan is enjoying hers. I'm just taking this salmon, no utensils. I was dipping it into the cheese sauce and rump. When I finished and everything was done, I was like, all right, get out. What's up, Kurt?
Oh yeah, he was like, yeah, get the fuck out. Yeah,
I didn't say get the fuck out. It's like, all right, I'm going to bed. Y'all need to leave.
Yeah, be gone, peasants.
Everybody was already tired, right? So
I fell asleep. While you guys were eating, I literally fell asleep in the chair. Like I was just out. Like I was ready for bed too.
So the next day, we get up. Well, that's when we found out that we're not actually going to Nassau, like right away. We were supposed to get off
Oh
ship
yeah.
at like 11 o'clock. So it was a little bit of a reprieve because now we don't have to get up at the butt crack of dawn to go over to Atlantis, which was our destination. We could wait a little bit. So
And that
next
boat
day-
was rocking like a son of a bitch that night.
Oh, I slept
dude.
good.
hold on.
I slept like a rock, but enough bourbon and Dramamine will fix anything.
Do I have the video up here? Hold on. Let's see what we got video wise.
But I remember waking up at one point, like looking at like waiter.
That was perfect. That was like the perfect shit. Wake up and it's like, where? What? Hi, Ma.
That needs to be a profile picture for you, Wiener.
No,
Yeah. Yes.
no.
Hi, Ma.
Which one's this one?
Oh,
Hey,
man.
Gert.
All right, this is Lumine. See how fast that ship was going?
I was cruising. It was like
We were
23,
going-
24 knots, huh?
Yeah, we were going, I think, full speed because of the shortened trip. So you could feel it. And that was something else. I mean, it was we were going. So in the morning we get up, we go to breakfast, and once again, Beowulf has the astute observation of we look like dog shit.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wait. Oh, I'm not going to get political on the stream. Somebody actually got kicked off the boat in Key West.
Don't do it.
The guy was an asshole. I could say that.
Yeah.
Right.
He was an
And
asshole.
he
It
was
had nothing to
treating
do
the
with
staff-
political official.
But I think his first name was Joe, wasn't it? Oh,
Nah. I think it had more to do with the BAC there than political affiliation. Because they were
No.
shit-faced.
They were, but he was a douchebag to just about every
yeah.
person
He was pretty. He
of
was a
color
dick.
that he
Let's
ran
say
into.
it, he was a dick.
Yeah, and that everybody had to serve underneath them. And
I'm
and
ashamed to say that he was wearing the hat that he was wearing.
the funny thing was, I turned to Beowulf during that first dinner, and I said, "Beowulf," I was like, "Justin." He goes, "What?" I was like, "Stop being a cop," because we were both
Oh,
looking at the
watching
same
him.
guy
Yep.
and watching him and his partner the entire dinner. Because of how much, because it was just that warning signs were going off. Like Wiener was oblivious to all that shit.
I was not. I was watching what was going on. He was being obnoxiously loud, kind of like you sometimes when you're on the stream.
Wham, wham, wham. So, anyways, we
But
get
he
up in
wasn't
the
saying
morning-
I all the time, so it wasn't all about him.
Anyways, we get up, we go down, we go into, we finally get into Nassau. We're finally able to get off the ship. We walk off. We flip off, the Carnival Conquest, because that ship, if it was looking rough back in the first Pew Pew at sea 2 years ago, or 3 years ago, it's looking horrible now. I mean,
I
it
couldn't
looks
believe
like-
y'all got on that thing. Just walking past it like, oh no.
Yeah.
It
It
looked
looks
worse.
grody.
We didn't have a choice. Mark booked it for us, so we had to get on it, and we did. And believe
I
it or
didn't have
not, though, we had a blast on that
We
ship.
did.
Even though the ship didn't look all that, we had the best time on that ship. We've had awesome time on all three of these cruises now. And if you haven't bought your ticket or haven't gone yet, just talk to us. We'll tell you how much fun we had.
It,
Tell me
it-
again
it's
what it
worth
was.
It's the
it.
group you bring with
Yes,
it is
Yep,
the group.
it's the
you bring-
people. It's the people. Yes, everybody who
So-
went. I mean, we were missing a couple of our other drunks that we
you.
would have
Except
been
for
nice
the
if they
ferry
were
in
there.
Nassau. You couldn't
Except
fix
for
that
the-
boat.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
That
the
little.
fumes alone. The fumes alone. I was getting nauseous off.
Now,
of, but
hello,
if it wasn't
man.
For, hello,
That
man.
thing was
Hello, man.
that thing was full speed too.
Yep.
That thing was
We began to blow up.
struggling.
We were pissing
Yeah,
compliance
Jordan,
with the
I'm like,
bulkhead.
Jordan, it's
Let's get hold on.
is
Let's
that
get
bulk?
there. Let's go in order, right? Let's
Flexing.
go in order. So, what I've always said to everybody that goes on a cruise, you don't have to worry about being stuck because you guys separate and you come back. It happens. That's how the cruise ship is,
Yeah.
right? So we all decided that we're going to go see the aquarium at Atlantis because everything that you
Because
see,
somebody
the
told
pricing,
us we could go to the aquarium.
you can.
he
And
did
it was
research
supposed to
first.
be between about $35 to go there to go see the aquarium,
I
right?
will say that because he
But
did
look-
look it up.
Yes, he did, but
Yeah.
let's just Mark didn't show up.
And
so
then
we
there
didn't
was
get it for
variable.
50
There
bucks,
was
we had to mix it.
variable.
Well, we got to
prices
get there. We
based
got to
on
get there, Beowulf. You're jumping ahead because we had to get there first, right? We had to get to Atlantis.
variable prices.
So we walk off the street. We walk down the street, and the first guy that stops us goes, "You need a taxi? You need a taxi?" Because he sees 10 of us, and I was like, "Yeah, 10 for 40." And he goes, "No, man, no, man, no, man. $7 each to go to Atlantis and come right back. No, 10 for 40." And he goes, "No." I was like, "All right, buddy." Tapped him on the shoulders, like, "You have a good one. You keep up the hustle." We walked right out, and then people were already starting to doubting if people in our party were doubting if I was going to get the price. We walked up to the
I
second
did
group of
not. I knew he
cabbies,
was going to do.
and the second group of cabbies goes, I said the same thing, and they go, "We got to eat, man." I was like, "You'll be able to eat just fine by taking the 10 of us over." So then I walked over to the other set of taxis. 3 of them said no. One guy goes, "How much?" He goes, "How many in your party?" I was like, "Goes 10." He goes, $40, jump in. So I jump into the front seat. We pull right over. I whistle. Everybody just jumps in. And we head off to the Wonderland that here we go.
So we have a picture of that bus ride.
Yeah, there we go.
If it fits, it ships.
I got
We were crammed like sardines, man.
Yeah, I'm in there. I'm all the way in the back left corner, just so you know, everybody. I was there.
Oh yeah, you can.
I wasn't
think I could
sleeping
see a
either.
little. I think I could see kind of your bald head back there. I don't know.
But I mean, the reality is what people don't know is like everything at Nassau is negotiable, right? You're stupid if you don't haggle, and they're going to haggle right back, and they're going to be. You just have to be able to walk away. This guy knew exactly what the thing was. He's going to get $40, take us right over there, turn around, pick up a couple people, come right back, and be ready to go for another round. And he does. They ever say, "Oh, it's $2 a person to go across the bridge." No, it isn't, motherfucker. It's $2 per car. So you're doing just fine. So you're gonna wait an extra 20, 30 minutes to sit there and collect no dollars. That guy that took us over knew what it was. He's like, "I'll be there." So we go over, we go into the casino, the inside of this. We also were gonna do just a little bit of gambling. Give us 10 minutes. Table sucked. I wanted my $1 tip. I got my tip. I was now down. I think it was down like 100. I was down $100. George,
$100.
on the other hand, was up.
Yeah, I was up $100. We're playing the crapsless craps table. I'm like, this thing is great. There's like no losing at all. I'm like, he's like, here, I need to burn this $40. I'm like, here, let's go do this on the craps table. I'm like, just don't roll a 7, and you'll make profit no matter what. You'll make profit no matter what. He goes ahead and rolls like 6 7s back to back.
Back to back to back to back.
Here's what
Yeah.
it did. I just looked directly at Jordan and went like,
Huh,
hmm.
that's crazy. I've never seen that before. We only rolled 1 7 when me and Sam were doing the craps
Yep.
table. Yeah,
That's
it
right.
was 1 7.
So we go over to where everybody else is. We round them all up. We go outside. We're gonna go. All right, let's go to the aquarium now. Get our aquarium time in. We walk over, and there's a family in front of us that are pissed, and they're yelling. The one guy was getting real hostile with the woman behind the counter, and I was like, okay. So they walk off, obviously dissatisfied. I walk up and I go, hey, how much is it for the aquarium? And she goes, $60 a person. I was like, $60 a person? 30. I said, but it said 35. I was like, how does that think? She goes, it's variable pricing. I was like,
Yeah.
variable pricing to go up $25. Did he fucking piss you off or something? Can my group just come in? We're like 8 of us or 10 of us or something. $60 a person. I turned around to the group and I said, I'm not going in there. I've seen this shit. It's not worth 60. And I said
The
it like
aquarium
that.
is not worth $60.
I said it loud enough. I said the aquarium's not worth $60 a person.
And she was looking to pocket that extra $25 a person.
I don't doubt it with the amount of like side
Yeah.
hustles and shit they had. So we decided, we're gonna go get something to eat. So the decision was to go to Mardi Gras. Not my decision.
Margaritaville. not Mardi
Margaritaville.
Gras.
I'm sorry, Margaritaville.
And that sucked.
That did. I knew it was
Yeah.
gonna
Don't
suck.
do Margaritaville in the Bahamas. It sucks.
I knew exactly
Do
what we were gonna
Margaritaville
get.
everywhere else.
The
Why
service,
did we? I thought I turned around to walk away when she said she wanted real authentic. When your wife said she wanted real authentic Confidence. Why didn't we walk away? I turned around and walked away.
Because John took everybody else with him. That's why I said that John absconded with the leadership responsibility.
Yep.
Of the,
Well,
at
after
that
you
point in
screwed
time.
it up with the freaking Marine thing, I'm sure.
I didn't screw anything up, sir.
Yes,
It's
you did.
fucking
You were our
Nassau.
tour guides. You should have figured it out, and we should
I
have been
did.
disappointed like that.
I
So
figured
was
we ain't gonna
disappointed.
go spend $60 a person to go look at a shitty aquarium. That's what I figured out real quick.
Oh yeah, but you got to gamble and get your coin. We didn't get shit.
You could have gambled.
We didn't get shit.
You could have gambled last year.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Justin
Oh,
knocked out his cable. He knocked his
Justin-
cable out. He unplugged it. It's unplugged.
He did something. So
Gone.
so we decide that we're gonna leave and go back to Nassau, right? Or go back to the port, and we're gonna go in there, do a little bit of shopping, and get back onto the ship. So we go to walk out, and I see the cabs. I walk over to the cabbies. I go, "Yeah, $40 for 10 people." They go, "I gotta eat, man. I got kids." And I was like, "Can you go and be right back here?" You're just standing because those were the same guys that were sitting there when we sat down an hour earlier.
Yep.
Yep.
It took us an hour to get what, like 6 apps?
Yeah, that's all we
And,
got.
and
was
even
that.
that spinach dip was what I have no clue what that was. And then
That was gross.
what else did we get? Spinach dip and the nachos and cheese were pretty good, but they were
The
too big
nachos
for
were
them.
actually good. Yeah, those
well.
were good.
The chips we
Yeah.
had for the
The
fish
conch
dip were
was good because that was locally sourced conch. So I will give them that credit that it wasn't something that was
Yeah,
just
well, that's good. I'm glad you got
prepackaged from somewhere else. But
after you swore it was.
I said more than likely it is. I was like, I don't want to get something that was,
I never heard more than likely out of your mouth.
I actually I do. I think he did say that. Actually, yeah. That it was more than likely that it was processed conch.
yeah. Well, that it was
There it is.
farmed,
There he is. He's
sent
back.
over
Fix your
to
cable.
China or someplace, prepared and sent back as the way it is because that's what those chains do, right?
Yep.
But still, the chain over there is different than the chain in the States. Margaritaville, at least our food is cooked properly, and they're there on top of it, making sure our drinks are filled and all that good
Yeah,
stuff. We didn't have
the
to-
service was definitely trash.
Yeah. Yep.
It took forever to get the food. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. Yep.
So
Yep.
I go up to these cabbies, and the cabbies are like, "We can't afford that. We gotta live, man." I was like, "All right, fine." He goes, "You're not gonna find it anywhere else." I was like, "I'll find what I want right over there," and I pointed right at Atlantis because I knew we could be able to get a cabbie. I was expecting to pay $50 to go back because usually you spend more money to go back than to come on the island. So we go walking out, and that's when Mr. Hello stopped us, and he
Yeah.
goes, "Where you going?" I was like, "At 10." I go, 40 for 10.
Definitely
He
a
goes-
side quest character from D&D.
Oh,
No kidding. Talk about side quest character. Yeah.
He goes,
I'll
"Let me
take
call
care
the
of your man."
captain. Let me call the captain, and let me see if he'll do it." I was like, "All right." Now I knew we're going on a ferry, right? I was like, "Where are we going to?" So, and then he points over to a guy in a red shirt, right? And I was like, all right. I turn around, look behind me. There's Justin right there. There's Wiener. There's John. We're not going to have a problem. I didn't know about Jordan's capabilities, but I was like, we're not going to have a problem. So I was like,
Jordan's a ninja. Don't let him fool you.
so he calls up
Yeah.
and gets us $50 for 10, and
Amish
I was like,
ninja.
all right, that's what I expected to pay. So then we
Amish
walked over to where the ship was. We go down this little alley, go into this backside.
Now, mind you,
And,
this guy looks like somebody from like some third world country, like
He looks like a
warlord.
Yeah.
he
He
looks
wasn't
like a
Gold
different
chain.
warlord.
Oh, yeah,
like,
the guy-
fake
yeah,
Rolexes, the aviators and shit. I'm like, oh god, here we go. We're about to be sold into
He's a gun.
human
He looked like a
trafficking or
gun
some
runner.
shit.
Yeah.
So
Here we go.
So we get back there. The first guy then tries to go. It's like, "You trying to go back?" And he's like, I was like, "Yeah." He goes, he gave me the price. I think it was like $10 a person or whatever. I was like, Captain said $5 piece. Justin's already turning around to walk back.
Yep.
I was like, "Hold up, guys," because then he calls the captain. The captain goes, "Yeah, it's fine, it's fine." So they,
Now, I was positioning myself in a place because we were surrounded by people hiding up in the fucking rafters of the damn
Yeah.
the
that
bridge
was,
we were in. I'm like, I'm backing up. I'm
Yeah,
like,
we literally underneath the
we're dealing with
underpass.
trolls,
Yeah.
okay?
It was. We literally paid the toll trolls under the bridge.
yeah, but
I'm backing up. I'm like,
The reason why I was-
you and you.
the reason why I was okay is because in that area of Nassau, they don't get. It's incredibly rare for tourists to get fucked with, because they crack down so hard. there. They don't want those issues to happen in anywhere near Atlantis, especially, but anywhere else. So that I knew we were safe. It was just a matter of arguing and negotiation, right? So finally, we got everything. We go over there, and then of course when we go around, we have the little side hustle guys that are up there. It's like, would you like anything, man? It's also these like little knickknacks and stuff. He kept coming by over and over trying to get us
Over,
by.
You want your hair braided? I'm like, I'm bald.
Bald.
That was funny. So this
Shoot,
ferry
man.
comes up, and I
got
was
hissed
like,
at by a child. Don't forget that.
huh?
I got hissed at by a child.
Uh,
This local
Adam,
kid
eh.
came by, like I almost bumped into her, and I'm like, you're like, oh, I'm sorry. And she goes, I'm like, hell, go.
What the
Hey.
hell?
They
Get
have
on
their
out
own
here.
version of stranger danger, all right?
Yeah.
You sure they weren't hissing at him?
No, I was by myself. I was over there. Like I was just turning around. He was in the corner.
So we get on this boat, and it's like, all right, so we're gonna be able to get over to where we were pretty quick. Nah,
No.
that boat was slow. But Mr. Hello was funny, and he had a really awesome way of keeping your attention, right? So
Let me
He didn't-
distract you from the fact the boat is sinking.
Yeah, no kidding. Me and Justin are looking at each other. We're like, yeah, this thing is held by 2x4s and plywood. He goes, hey, at least that's fiberglass right there with some resin. I'm like, it needs some more resin. I can see holes in that thing.
That support rafter isn't like screwed in all the way. That's not.
Yeah.
That's why they're
They-
not putting people on the roof, Jordan.
They
I'm
built
pretty
that.
sure.
They built that thing for $400, and it was all in the trolley motor that was in it. That thing was pinned. That thing was pinned.
Well,
And-
when we all got on, we didn't notice it, but then when we sat down and watched the other folks get on, the whole
it
floor was
flexed.
flexing. I'm like,
Yep.
oh no.
we were fine.
All right.
That's
no, it
the
was
same
fine.
Yeah,
one.
there's tiger sharks out here. No, we weren't.
Yeah, we were, because that was the same one that made it over from the other side. Look, when it comes to Bahamas, their shit will work when it's not supposed to work. It'll stay afloat. It'll continue to run.
So what you're saying
It's
is
some
built
some engineering right there.
It is.
it's built on orc technology from Warhammer
Yes,
40K.
that's exactly what it is.
Painted
It's-
red, it'll go faster, man.
They punched it, and Mr. Hello had he
Not,
He was
might add, not a official member of the crew. He
No,
said
he
himself-
wasn't.
yeah, he was.
He said himself, he's like, I don't actually work for the boatman.
Yeah, because you don't get paid by the boatman. That's how he was getting his
He's
tip.
just there to help
He
and
was
get
scamming.
tips.
It was scamming. He was scamming. I'm sure he was scamming. I'm sure.
Oh
he
yeah, they all worked
every
together,
ticket,
like
so yeah. Yeah. So
because
whatever
he
he
tied
got,
us off and untied us at the docks. He
That's true.
worked
Yeah,
for
no,
he worked for the
Yep.
captain, but he doesn't get paid by the captain. Is what he's
No.
saying. The
what he
only way
said, but he gets
paid,
paid. He gets a percentage.
he
Yeah.
gets paid by the tips and stuff that he does. And when he's talking, he'll be like, "I am Mr. Hello," and everybody's like, "Hello."
Hello.
And he'll start talking and he'll be going through his little spiel and say hello and get everybody to respond. So he says a couple sentences, says hello. So everybody keeps focusing their attention back onto him. And like Justin said, maybe not notice that the ship might be sinking.
Just saying.
So he was highly entertaining and got over there, but I refused to give any more tip money. I was like, I am not giving him a tip. I'm sticking firm to my $50 for fucking people. I saw Weeder pull out some cash and
I'd
Yeah,
give him
so-
a 10 for me.
yeah.
5 for me. 5 for Gavin.
Hero tipped him.
Yeah, I tipped him, which is fine. It
He
was
was
entertaining.
entertaining.
He was entertaining. It's not like I couldn't afford it.
So then we decided to go shopping, right? Well, half the crew went back on, like almost the entire crew went back on the ship.
Yeah, me and Sam were cooked.
You were
We were
cooked.
ready to go. Yeah, we were ready to go back.
So Justin, Ziggy, my wife, and I all went shopping. We went right through the straw market. As soon as we start going through the straw market, you heard me doing the blocking of nah, because we're trying to find a necklace for Ange, which was a silver, a turtle with that type, the Lammermean stone or whatever. And
Ziggy wanted like a wooden shark or some shit.
yeah, so we go through. We're going around. As we're walking into this one, we come out and we see the bongs, the dong bongs.
The dong bongs.
Dong bong.
The small were modeled off a wiener.
Whoa.
What was? Oh, that's right. Yep. That's
That was
right.
upscaled a lot.
100% upscaled. The multicolored one was obviously molded after me. They even painted it right.
Also upscaled.
So then as we're walking, this gentleman down here obviously keeps his eyes open for shit. And then he notices something that, of course, we have to bring back to the ship. Let's just go ahead and play that video, shall we? I think it's this one right here. There we go.
That's not
Wait,
it.
that ain't it.
No, that wasn't it. That one.
That ain't
That
it.
ain't,
That
that
ain't
ain't
it
either. Hold on, I gotta find it real quick. Oh, here, I found it. Let me upload it real quick. So we found this rum. Do you want to share the image of that rum again so I don't have to say it out loud? It's the big black.
Oh, you got a big bottle of it, huh?
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
Oh
he
yeah. Listen, when I
Look
was
at
going
him
through
slap that
customs,
thing around.
How'd you sneak it back on the ship?
we'll
listen,
get
I
to
just
that.
whipped
We'll
it
get
out
there.
when I went through customs. So like, hey, you see this? You don't want none of it. They didn't ask any questions.
I'll swing it at you.
I had the little flask size, and I put that in my pocket.
That's
But
hereditary.
we go
He
in there,
can't
and
help it.
we go up to the guy, and I go, "Can I taste your big black dick?" And the look on the guy's face was like, "You're gonna be fun." He's like, and he did. We got the sample.
We had him cracking up.
Yeah, we got to sample all the flavors.
It
Except for
didn't help
coconut.
that I stopped in the middle of the street. I was like, Joker!
Yeah, he did.
What? Look at it. What? BBD. Oh, BBD.
So we get
Hi.
it. Hi, Sam.
Yeah, there.
Still says
How's your
running.
$120 crab legs? They were good.
How's
Yeah.
the burns?
Yeah, just yeah.
Yeah.
So we then go back onto the ship. Now I stick my flask in my leg pocket because I want to at least be able to bring it on into this makeshift party that we're throwing right after dinner inside of my room. So I put it in my pocket. Justin puts his big ass bottle inside of his bag. We go onto the ship, and normally they confiscate the alcohol, but they come up. I lift the flask in my pocket, and
You saw nothing.
they wanted me down. They see it. They lift it out. He looks at it. He goes, here.
Yeah.
And I was like, and then this one,
Okay.
I was like, all right, there's no way they're going to let him get the big bottle. I was like, so they take it away. He goes, no, it's upstairs. I have it right here. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? We went through all this effort. We could have brought more.
Hold on, you telling me we could have brought that apple pie vodka?
That's what I'm saying, man. I was pissed.
Dude.
So good.
And so then we go up.
I think you're allowed like one bottle, just
bring
size
with
per
you?
person to bring back on the ship.
My
think it's allowed.
size or
The bottle,
the
bottle, sir.
BBD size?
The BBD size. The bottle you had.
Oh.
Yes.
So I meet
Yeah.
back up with
Yeah.
Jordan and Sam.
Yeah.
They didn't ditch me up at the bar at the retreat bar to go get ready and all that for dinner. Had another great interaction with Captain Douche Canoe, and because he was a
Yeah.
police captain for NYPD, and evidently he rides the ship a lot, and evidently
Every
he has.
week.
Don't
Every
hold that
week.
against us. That's NYPD.
I'm saying it, and he was very.
I was
upset
also a
about
captain.
sports. Oh, I forgot to mention the first night, Captain Douche Canoe and his first mate Karen were sitting across from us at Luminae, and obviously we're only allowed to be in there because we're members of the retreat. And I just kept taking my card and just kept doing this as like a little bit of a fidget thing, like over and over and over again. And he was getting more and more pissed from it. So much so the second night they wouldn't put us in that section of Luminae. They put me in the back section of Luminae, which is fine, but there's a wall that divides us so we wouldn't see each other because he was that pissed off that
Now, mind
the
you,
boars were here.
this is a person who's retired, probably making six figures in retirement from NYPD, that lives on
yeah.
cruise ships
Yeah,
because they're able to with so many points.
He goes to the Silhouette specifically like every other week. He says.
It's
Said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
in some cases it's cheaper than going to a retirement home for some people.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
And
I don't have that problem.
so I go get ready for dinner. Come down. Obviously, we had a great time, and Wiener was up to his own antics. So
Is the one thing that's keeping me from.
that's not the right one.
You didn't show him.
Didn't you have it?
No, that was not. That's not what I was looking for.
No.
I think it's this one. Pretty sure it's this one. We're going to timeline order, right? We're being chronological with this shit.
Trying to be.
Trying to be anyway.
Kind of have a touch of the tism. I'm like, I can't
I'd
I
rather
can't
it
keep
be
track sometimes.
I'd rather it be like a Quentin Tarantino movie. Just bounce around. Start at the end.
No.
No.
It's coming.
No.
Up.
All right. Yeah.
Yep. He gets 2 cakes.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Wiener. Happy birthday to you.
How
Wait,
was
wait,
that my antics? That was your fucking antics.
I said, well, your antics are your mouth, and it gets you in trouble. So because it was so great from one angle, let's look at it from the other angle.
Cleaner.
Wait, that was wrong. That was
Wrong one.
That is the
Wrong
wrong one.
one.
That's still funny though.
I'm
Oh, wait, here. This is it, I'm sure. I think so. Yeah, it is. Oh, it's uploading right now. I was wondering why it went up so fast. I mean, that song takes a couple seconds to go. We did get a surprise show at dinner. With this this Filipino guy.
Oh,
that
man,
can
it's
do
saying-
the-
Oh,
he
that
can
can
get
do
some
Italian
pipes on
That
opera.
was awesome, man.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, it's
He
like
had some pipes.
well, the music starts up and I'm like, what? And I look over to like I think it was to Jordan, and I go, and my wife.
I
I'm like,
thought that's when they were
fuck
going
are
to
we-
start singing "Happy Birthday" to Wiener.
Oh, that would have been hysterical.
I just went like this, like, what the hell are we in for? All of a sudden, he goes, "Oh, Solomon." I was like, "Oh
Solomio.
shit!"
Shut up.
Okay, we got there. There first. Ladies first.
Oh, birthdays. Are you ready?
Yeah, really. All right. You're up. Yeah, here. Okay.
He gets 2 cakes.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Dapat tayo birthday. Happy birthday, dear Wiener. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, thank you.
Make a wish.
Mark would fall off the face of the earth. That was perfect.
That was great because they forgot to do it the first 2 nights, and that night Wiener was just pissing me off because he kept saying "bad tour guide, bad tour guide."
Oh yeah, I did.
You know, it's not
Mark
my
sucks
fucking
as a tour
fault.
guide on that. Yep, it was.
It's not my fault. That is variable fucking
Yeah.
pricing.
Variable pricing.
Variable pricing.
It wasn't just that. It was my nice little write up I did to you, and I wish I could find it. I was trying to find it earlier. I couldn't find it.
Did you
it
leave
was-
it
Oh,
it was
in the
chat.
in the
It was
group
in the
chat. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't in the messenger chat. It was in the group chat on the dang thing.
Asshole.
On the
Yeah. So
It was good,
shockingly, I think the Wi-Fi was way better this time around there too. We could actually
Yes.
use like Facebook chat instead of the built-in app for the cruise.
Which I mean, the app for the cruise works, and then
But
periodically it just says catch up time.
It drains battery though. That app
So bad.
Oh yeah, it did.
kills
Yeah,
battery.
it did.
Because it's doing a constant check to see if new messages are coming in,
Right.
and instead of it like just sending it out and being passive, it's very fucking.
Well, yeah,
active.
you have to have it open too. You won't get messages if you had it closed.
Yep.
The
I did.
second you get in cell reception,
Well-
if you're not prepared, you're going to be sitting there for a minute downloading text messages. I know
So
because I
then-
had my whole work like text thread from my squad. Like, oh God, stop.
Oh yeah, when we got back into Fort Lauderdale. Yeah.
So this was second dinner, for that night, and then it's like this was like
Oh,
I
put
should not have
I
eaten
want
the
it
prime rib during
know.
the first. What did I
Same.
have?
Oh my god. So the prime rib was freaking awesome.
Yeah, prime rib was good.
But that
Of
brown
course,
gravy shit screwed it up if you put it on it.
So there was the raviolis, but here's the
What's up, Dobby?
they always do a palate
Oh, about
cleanser.
time you showed up.
There was my there was
Brown
the
gravy.
that was dinner. That was the steak dinner. There was the salmon thing that they had, the smoked
Slivers?
salmon, cured smoked salmon, which was delicious. Oh fuck!
Ah! The hell
Oh,
was that?
hey, whoa, yeah.
That was his models for him.
Powder.
There we
Howdy,
go.
boy.
It was
if only these were in order.
that. Well, they are in order. That's the other. Look, I uploaded them onto the group page. Okay, fuck off. That was the tea poached pear, which was actually what
Fancy.
the fuck.
What is with the gingers?
Oh, he had. Here, I'll
Oh,
help
is that
you out.
that-
There we go.
Is that powder?
Well,
Anybody
Mark,
else seen that
Mark
movie? Me
was
and Jordan were
looking for-
talking about that movie, Powder,
Yeah.
Oh, here's the other one.
especially after Sam got burnt to a crisp the first day.
Oh yeah, she was a little crispy.
Yeah.
So, the second dinner was delicious. It was great. It was a lot of fun.
What is that?
That was chocolate cake. It was the signature dish there, chocolate cake on a chocolate bed. It was really good.
Speaking of desserts, I will say the cheesecakes we had the last night
Oh,
Yeah.
were really
the New York
good.
style cheesecake. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, they were awesome.
So then we decided to go up to our room, my room, because I had this big veranda. I had a room that was about the size of a hotel room, so we could fit all 12 people in there comfortably, which they did. We had a couple bottles of champagne. We had a couple of little charcuterie boards. Some
Champagne
Couple
and
man, there was a freaking whole
charcuterie boards.
charcuterie.
charcuterie. That's right.
Charcuterie.
Something else to make my wife
Charcuterie.
twitch. So we ordered a bunch of food. We had it there, and then we brought out the BBD, and this was just.
Is the one thing that's keeping me from doing
I got you. Go ahead. Ready?
I don't want to be part of this.
Yep. Cup the balls. Cup the balls.
Cup the balls.
Cup the balls.
Smell it, yes.
There you go.
Oh, guzzle, guzzle, deep throat. There you go, baby. How much did you take of it?
Oh my god.
Fucking hot
Oh,
water
shit.
boy ain't got shit on you.
That tastes like Goldschlager without the gold in it. Ooh, that's nasty.
He doesn't like.
You cut it off too soon.
The sidebar comments was making that.
Yeah.
It was. I don't know what he's talking about. That stuff actually does take. It tastes like a.
A
tastes like
chocolate
chocolate.
liqueur. Chocolate
Yeah,
liqueur.
it's
It's very
Jägermeister.
Yeah, very.
Jägermeister on steroids.
It was good. And then we decided that it was time to kick everybody out. And did we go straight to gambling, or we go back to the
Yeah,
hot tub?
no. Sam kept going, let's go gambling.
Let's go gambling.
And then you would feed right off that energy, and you guys were just pinging off each other for 20 minutes. And finally, we're like, all right, let's finally go gambling.
their Tism tuning forks just like
Oh, yeah, dude, they're ringing insane.
Yeah!
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
they're
it
insane.
was. You have no idea. So we go there. We sit back down at the table, and of course, my boy Al is right there, and I'm sitting right by.
Yeah.
I'm sitting right by Austin again, and then, and Austin was there the night before, and I triggered Austin something fierce because I don't play blackjack like you're supposed to play it. 80% of the time I do, but if I get two of anything,
What?
that is, and if the dealer is showing a 5, 2 of anything except 10s is getting split. I don't give a shit. I was splitting 2s. I was splitting 3s. It became the night though of fucking 14 and 13. I would only get 14 or 13 all fucking night.
Yep.
And it was.
It started with the 7s on the craps. Just saying.
So, one thing we realized is that you could take your onboard ship credit out and use it at the tables and turn it into real money. And that's exactly what I did. I was already up from the night before, so I just took the last 100 out of onboard ship credit, came to the tables, and started gambling. From that point forward, I ended the night with $855 up off the previous total. So I was really 900 up because the wife, when I cashed out, the wife took some of the money to get to buy something. I was like, all right, whatever.
Thank you, Smurf.
Yeah,
Correct him.
yeah. He's. I don't want to say it out loud because I don't know how much I'll get in trouble on YouTube or whatever, and I want to make sure this video.
What the hell's anise?
It's licorice flavor.
Did she mean to write a nice flavor or anise? I don't know what anise is. I've never heard it before.
Like a licorice.
It's a licorice flavor. So we're sitting there playing. It wasn't until like the last 45 minutes when they brought this one chick in that we just started winning.
Oh, you're so demonetized.
And then they tried to turn us down. They tried to shut us down, but we just kept going and going. So when we were gambling hard. There was at one point where the woman threw. I colored up. I just took a whole bunch of fives and turned it into $100 chip so I could put it in my pocket to make sure I didn't spend it. She put it on here. Let me put the screen up here. Hold on. Which one is the right one? There we go.
Thank you, Smurf. We're uneducated here.
Yeah, that's pretty close to what it was.
So this right here is the what they call the sucker bet. So if you have any suited pair paid out 4-1, a suited pair was 9-1, matched pair 19-1, pair of queens, pair queen of hearts pair 125-1. If you got a queen of hearts pair plus blackjack, that's 1,000-1. So she threw that $100 chip right there on 20, and just before she went to go, I was like, "Oh shit, no, not that!" And I pull it back, right? And I put because I was just putting a $1 chip there. Sure as shit, I got any 20. I would have won $400 if it would have stayed there. But you don't leave unless you're up like 10K. You do not put a fucking $100 chip there just to be like possibility. Yeah.
Well, you were playing two hands, and both hands hit the same too.
Yeah.
They were both matches, both pairs. Yeah.
It was great. We had we really started cooking at the last the last 5 or 10 minutes. I think they brought in another cooler to the table to try to get us calmed down. As they're trying to close us out. It sort of worked. I mean, the mass winning stopped, but whatever. We had one guy that he was like 2 to the right of me, and he was down to his last 3 green chips, last 3 $25 chips, and he was just like, he was getting pissed. And this dude from Kentucky comes in, drops down a whole shit ton of cash and chips, and just starts playing. And when he started, that dude that was like 2 away from me, all of a sudden, when he was about to get up losing like $1,000, or like 500, he ended up winning like $1,500. It was fucking.
Yeah, I think he was like 18 or something like that. Yeah, which is crazy.
It was nuts. So once again, we all
get
up in the morning.
Ruppelmans.
Get up in the morning to go to breakfast for the to get off the ship. I'm resisting so hard to say what the parking lot. Those the incident. So we get back to the house. We say our goodbyes. Beowulf, obviously he wanted to get home, so he took off like a bat out of hell. He's like, "Goodbye."
Yeah, 8 hours. Bye, y'all.
John and Astrid took off right after him. Wieners and Tabitha, they said goodbye. And then the rest of us, the last 5 of us, we went back over to Wings and Things to have another lunch. We dropped Cece and Megan off at the airport. I brought Jordan and Sam back to my house because we were going to go to the all-you-can-eat sushi place so Sam could have all the crab legs she can have.
More crab legs.
More crab legs.
And they were fair market value, okay?
Yeah, there was market value, then it was fair market value. We get that's when we find out that the flight's been canceled before we go to dinner. So it's like, all right,
it was right before dinner. So we came back after dropping them off, and I'm like, I'm gonna take a nap. I need some because our flight wasn't supposed to be till 10 p.m. and we were gonna get back home at like 1 in the morning. And I wake back up and Sam goes, "Oh yeah, by the way, this is all canceled." Cool. So she's freaking out. She's like, "Well, how the hell are we gonna get back home?" So we start looking for more flights. Can't find anything. Frontier don't have anything. Spirit doesn't have anything. Well, actually, Spirit did have something for that night, but it was already sold out by the time we clicked it. It was done. It was gone. The only thing we could do was a 6-hour layover in Nashville, or something like that.
Did you go gambling?
Southwest. Oh, we did go gambling again after dinner.
Yeah,
oh, that's right. You went to Hard Rock.
We went to the Hard Rock after. We went to dinner. After dinner, Sam and I turned to each other and go, "Gamble? Let's go gamble." So we went over to the Hard Rock.
Yeah, after we realized we weren't going anywhere that night, Mark was so gracious to let us just crash on his pull-out bed, the Murphy bed.
Murphy bed. Yep.
Yeah, the Murphy bed.
With the
Which,
right
by the way,
size
that
mattress in it?
mattress, the mattress is super comfortable on that. Like, it was a really comfy mattress. Even though I didn't sleep, I had my nap previously, expecting to be on a plane, so I couldn't sleep the rest of the night.
Just stare at the ceiling.
I did. Yeah, I just sat on my phone. But anyways, yeah, we went to the Hard Rock after dinner. Went and gambled some more.
They got up. I went down, but that's fine because I was still up over the
Yeah,
lights
so
of it.
he wanted to do some more blackjack, and Sam wanted to do slots. And so Mark didn't have a Hard Rock card yet, so he made a new.
No, I did have one.
Oh, you did have one?
Yeah. So what she did was to get the T-shirt. They just did a credit. They just did a credit app and printed me a new card.
Yeah.
So that's what was taking so long. Is they did a credit app. She goes, look. I was like, I'm not gonna qualify. She goes, you'll at least get a free T-shirt. I looked over at Sam and I was like, she'll take the shirt. What size are you?
So maybe you didn't get the $200 credit for slots then, if you were not a
I
new
might have,
member.
because I don't think I ever used it. I got to look at the account. I'll look at it.
Yeah, you look at the account. But he went to blackjack, and then he's like, go get me points. So we grabbed his membership card, and we just assumed it was his new member luck, because it's like those cards for sure keep track of your winnings and stuff like that. They definitely give you better odds on a new member. Sam hit the button once, it was $150 up off of $20 on one spin.
And then the blackjack they have at the Hard Rock I actually like, because there are 2 sucker bets you could do. One is off of 3 cards, if you get a flush, straight, 3 of a kind, or whatever, it all pays 9 to 1. But it's a minimum bet of $5, and the table is $15. But if you have a 9, 10, or 11, you could do a free double down. Or if you have any 2 matched pair, except for anything that's worth 10, you could split for free. As many times as you get them, you can keep splitting them. So that was actually a good way to go. Like, if I would have stayed like another hour, I probably would have been up another $200-300 at least. But they were tired. I was tired. I was like, all right, we're done here. Let's go. And cashed out, went home, and yeah, it was and the next morning I woke up, I didn't get a phone call. I wasn't awakened by them, so I said they must be in the air. And that was Pew Pew at C3. Everybody said they had a blast. So there was only a few minor hiccups along the way, like getting into Nassau late. We had one problem with the pool bar bartenders. Just being dicks for no reason. Yep. Other than that, next year we're back to 4 nights, and we need to always make sure it's 4 nights, because not having that one day at sea kind of sucked.
And we convinced Donnie to switch ships.
Yeah,
I hope he switches. I actually hope he goes through with it.
I hope he goes to the summit in April. That's what we told him. Summit in April, man. You got to be on the summit in April. So that means we also have to go, like, when we first get on the summit on next year, that we're gonna have to go hunting for him, right? We have to go every deck bar and see where he's at.
So I already started looking at the deck map. That the orientation of it is literally completely flipped from Silhouette.
Yeah,
just saying, how have you not got that guy's phone number yet?
So that's what I said. I'm like, I cannot believe we. That sucks. That's some bull, because let's.
Like, hey man,
he's a buddy at this point.
Where are you at on Facebook, bro?
Yeah,
we need to find you.
That's a good idea.
Donnie from the summit. Donnie from Celebrity.
Yeah, actually, you can find people like that.
Is it DONI or was it DONI?
It is
DONI.
That's what I thought. Donnie.
So
Celebrity.
We do have next year's Pew Pew at Sea information, right? Jordan and I, we've already gotten ours.
Yep.
I'd get mine, but somebody didn't post the numbers.
What's that?
I'd post mine. I mean, I'd get mine, but somebody didn't post the phone numbers for the call.
Maybe we were trying to invite you.
Well, that's fine. Fuck you all then.
All right, let me just pull up the discussion.
Oh, you eat. That's what I fucked up. Okay, there it is. I can never spell silhouette.
All right, Seymour. All right, so we did not get any inside cabins for Pew Pew and C4 to reserve them because almost nobody wanted them except for John and Astrid, right? So we have 15 concierge class staterooms, which the total cost, not including gratuity, you got to add your gratuity in there. The Celebrity stopped doing that. I guess a lot of the cruise ships stopped. Is $2,319.10. Veranda, which is one step up, you get a nicer veranda location. Actually, it's sorry, veranda is where it starts. I did this in reverse. I see. Is 2,000. Fuck, I did it totally reverse. Hold on one second.
All backwards.
Restart. All right. So the Ocean View, we have 15 staterooms at $1,847.10, not including gratuity, and that's for 2 people. Gratuities are going to run between $75 to $100 per room, not per person, per room. All right. So you're looking at close to 1950 for Ocean View for 2 people to go. That includes your drink package, the Wi-Fi, all that fun stuff. The veranda, which has a nice little veranda, you get more space. You get a nice balcony to look out of. The Ocean View, it's just a portal on the side of the ship. That one is $2,327.10. I'm adding about $100 for the gratuities in there. The concierge level, which also gives you the access to Blue, the specialty dining, which Jordan could attest that food is fantastic.
Yes,
It
is good.
That is $2,319.10 without the gratuity, which starts at $2,400. So really, you could put a $200 deposit down for 2 people, and then if you just put like $150 down between now and I think the cutoff time is final payment date is the end of January. You could have your cruise paid off, and you could have a fun time coming down and hanging out with us because we're going to Key West, then to Bimini, or no, we have a night at sea first, then we go to Key West, then we go to Bimini. So those three on there, and it's just going to be a hell of a lot of fun, man. Going through having a great time.
Yeah, no, it's a blast. It's always a blast.
So, but Jordan and I, we decided to up it a little bit and treat our wives nicely and give them
for next year.
So,
I mean, at $125 crab legs, I think you treated her pretty well.
Yeah, I mean that's true. $100.20 crab legs.
I'm just saying.
Again,
it's like what, $25 a leg?
Yeah. No,
those suckers were huge, though. They were huge.
They were literally. Oh my god, my camera keeps falling now. God damn it! Damn it, Bobby!
Time to upgrade.
God damn it, Bobby!
So the crab legs were like thick, and they were about yay long.
Yep, they were massive.
So, but this time we're going on the Celebrity Summit.
I'm looking to find. What's that?
What? It's going to be on the Celebrity Summit.
Squirrel.
We're at peak ADD time for Wiener right now.
I'm trying to find Donnie right now. I've got all kinds of bartender picks from.
New technology.
Yeah. Squirrel.
His camera's like snapping onto him.
Yeah, it's freaking out a little bit.
It's entertaining.
What camera is that, by the way?
That's the NVIDIA broadcast is what's
Oh, it's a
playing in the background of just this little Amazon camera I got here.
Oh, yeah.
If you guys are looking to go to the cruise, and you don't know what to do, to shoot me a quick thing, DM or something, and we'll get you set up. Like if you want me to call Celebrity for you tomorrow, get them on the phone.
No, I don't want you to call. I want to do it myself. But I also
be a big boy.
The information needs to be.
Just make sure your gratuities are included.
Yes.
Just make sure your gratuities are
included. Because that's funny. I don't know how yours weren't because.
His actually was this time. Everyone else's gratuity wasn't. Yeah.
They gave us ample warning this time that gratuity would not be included in the price, right?
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure last time it was supposed to be. So, um,
Yeah, like it was the gratuity last time was completely comped. We didn't even have to
Yep.
pay for it.
if we sell all these rooms out, we could have the cocktail party.
There we go.
Be dope.
You're probably right.
Maybe if Wiener makes friends with a bartender, he can learn about liquor flavors. Wow.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm not an alcoholic
Wow.
like you fucks. Thank you very much.
Me, an alcoholic? No.
Nope. Rum and Coke and mudslides galore. Thank you very much.
I consider myself high functioning.
So, with that being said, we close the books on Pew Pew at C3. What a fun time! We got a chance to sit down, hang out, and that's the key thing about this, right? We didn't get the chance to play airsoft, but we didn't need to play airsoft because we're taking shots at each other all damn night, and then we were taking shots with each other all damn night. So,
good networking, good times.
Everybody needs to come next time.
Like me and this guy right here, like we'd been at events together.
Yeah,
we never hung out.
No, we play all the time and just
cool guy.
hung out outside of it.
And let me also put
Dad dude's awesome. Yeah, he's great.
Yeah. It's good.
Let me also say this too, right? There's very few times that the wives come to the events, with few exceptions, right? And then the spouses get to see why we do this so much. Like, my wife loved, by the way, hanging out with Ziggy Beowulf.
Thank you.
And I didn't even know. Up until the cruise, we didn't even think he was still married.
Just angry German woman.
So
but that's okay. That's okay. You fucks didn't even thought I would bring a woman to the cruise. So yeah.
I know. We got to meet the Canadian girlfriend.
Yep.
Yeah.
She was real.
Softball player.
I thought. Listen, I was worried. I'm like, how the hell is Wiener going to get a sex doll through damn customs?
Yeah. Wasn't inflatable.
Does it like fold up the live doll, or how does that work?
I still got game, so fight me.
I still got game. Whoa. I think Tabitha would beg to differ, sir.
What was that?
I think Tabitha would beg to differ on how you have a game.
You threw your ass under the bus. Drove that.
I'm used to that from you assholes.
She threw it. Not you assholes.
Oh, she
that
threw
was
me.
Tabitha.
That's right. She threw me.
Like, listen, I'm just here. I use him as a tax write-off.
I use him as a tax write.
Say hi to Angela, everybody.
Child.
Good night, kid.
That's okay. It was even worse when it was even worse when I called her Sam.
Run.
So if you guys are looking, it's a great vacation to take your wife on. Or you're not even your wife, your girlfriend, significant other. Last cruise,
friend,
we had somebody get engaged.
Oh yeah, Mike and Haley.
Mike got engaged. This cruise it's just a fun time. The food's great. The ships are great. Typically, we get taken care of exceptionally well.
Yep.
And it is now. Do I have it up on the Players Wanted page? That's what I want to know.
I didn't see it there.
What's that?
FTB at C4. I would assume.
Oh, it is. It is exactly 386 days, 15 hours, 19 minutes, and 40 seconds away for the next Pew Pew at sea.
Yeah, I just put it in my calendar.
Yeah, so where's the click remote where we can just skip forward to that date? That'd be great.
Yeah,
travel from
with all the paychecks in between, so I have money for it.
Yeah, that's right.
We'd miss a lot of airsoft events though, which would be sort of
that's true.
Real quick, before we leave, let's talk about the quick upcoming ones in the next 2 months.
In the next 2 months, there's nothing. We can just go.
No,
we have Serious Viking in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
That's going to be at GTI.
Actually, less than 2 weeks now. Less than 2 weeks.
Right.
Yep.
That's going to be hosted by Third Coast Airsoft at GTI. If you know, you know. That's going to be an event to go to. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I've got to work, but I had to take off for a Pew Pew at sea. So,
was it worth it?
It absolutely was.
Yes, it was. It was fun. Everybody had a good time. I enjoyed everybody. I can't think of a single person I didn't enjoy on that cruise, except maybe Mark. But other than that, had a blast. And I even enjoyed Mark. Mark's fun to pick.
Yeah.
He let us pick on him. He picked on us back, so that made it fun.
I kicked your ass off the fucking boat. I was happy.
I didn't even feel it. That's a funny thing. I was moving it. I went in the water. I thought it was my weight carrying me in. I didn't even feel it.
There's a foot on your chest, and I kicked you into the water.
I didn't even feel it because I was busy looking other places. I figured it was my weight.
Little
My
The
big
minutes
ass.
he didn't feel it.
Slow motion, like 300 body fat.
Everybody else laughed their ass off when I said,
Yeah.
"Look, beached whale."
Yep. I didn't hear you. I had water in my ear already.
I knew I should have brought my own mask and snorkel too. That's the only downside. that I had.
Yeah, that would have been good.
So after that, we have in April. The only thing I know of in April, at the end of April, right? Or is that?
Is that? Now when is let me write this down while
There
I'm
was
thinking about
something
it.
in April. I forget what it was.
When is
Jordan.
Syndicate?
Syndicate is not until May 30th through June 1st.
That's what
that's the end of
I
May.
just May 30th through June 1st.
You have your event the first weekend of first weekend.
2nd and 3rd of May. Operation Future Wars Chapter 1. Get your tickets now. Tickets on sale. newbreedairsoft.com. Go get your tickets now. Matter of fact, the 2 winners who won free tickets have already contacted me, and I got them the code so they can get their tickets.
Jordan, you
If
need to
you're-
fly down.
If you're bringing a whole team
Lie
down,
down.
Yeah, come
Yeah.
on. Come on.
if you're bringing if you're bringing a team with you, please contact me direct. I'll have a code for you. Just get your tickets now before they sell out. Where it's a 250 player event.
When is it again?
First
May
weekend of May.
2nd and 3rd. It's a Friday,
First
Saturday.
weekend of May.
Free camping and all that stuff. If you come
Remember,
down,
also Gabe, I
I have
think is
a-
bring.
I
Yeah,
have a
Gabe's-
race. I'll be
Yeah.
racing that weekend.
can I come?
Yeah, it will be in Atlanta.
Look how close
You
you
have
are.
an event to run, sir. What the fuck?
Oh, damn it! Yeah, I know. There's also
like literally,
there's
you're
another-
sitting there talking about your
I
event.
know.
Listen,
I know.
Jordan, you can't
because
even
there's
keep
another
your
event that
camera up
weekend,
straight.
too.
You don't need to race. That's not safe.
You're right.
Just come on down and play
You're
airsoft.
right. You're right.
What are you
Um,
racing?
I'm sure
Wiener
somebody's going to
dogs?
say later on what we forgot, so I'm okay with that. But
There was
this,
something.
this episode went on a little bit longer than I expected. So
Yeah, and then next week we'll have a normal episode maybe.
yeah, we will. We will
Yeah,
back
because we got to
for a
talk
week
about
or
we
two.
got to talk about Stonebreaker coming up, and then one
Next
more
weekend.
time to talk about
we're probably
airsoft.
going to
again.
raffle off something.
Oh yeah,
Still have a bunch of
Ooh.
stuff to raffle off. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Pew Pew at C3 was a great success. We had a
Yes.
hell of a lot of fun. Looking forward to Pew Pew at C4. I will have the telephone number up there in a little bit, Wiener, for you to make your precious little phone call.
Thank you.
Um,
And
Just
the
by the
codes and all that
retreat,
good
just
stuff.
do
Do we
it.
have a new group number?
yes,
Okay,
that
good.
is. I'll put that on
Important
there
too.
as well.
That's
Yeah,
important too.
that's you're
Yep.
right. It's not on there because he actually put it instead of putting it on there, he put it on the title of the email. So
Gotcha. Cool.
but as Jordan just said, it might be good just to upgrade to this, my friend.
Get the retreat. Just do it.
Just do it. We have the large aqua class veranda. This what is Aqua
It's
Sky.
labeled at the. I looked at the app. It's labeled as a penthouse. It's great. Like, oh yeah, I'm bougie now. It's great.
We have the entire.
He's out.
We have a master veranda that goes through. So
Oh,
We need to see. We need to see if they'll let us remove the divider on the balcony and the veranda.
if the balconies connect,
if you connect,
Yeah,
they
if
will.
they
They
connect.
will do that. They unlock them. I've seen that
Um,
before.
so
I think
that would,
I think I'm on the opposite side from you though.
yeah. So we just got to find out. I mean, like one of the cool things is like the celebrity really wants to work with us in the future, right? And when we end the stream, we're going to talk about the other thing we have to talk about that is not public knowledge for the cruise and all that. So, but
knows about him.
huh? I know, right? So one of the things that we definitely
Dude, look
talk
at that
about, and it's
Next
it's
year I'll be 20,
unfortunate
50
news,
pounds lighter.
but Pew Pew at Sea is always going to be a 4-day Caribbean cruise. There's no way to do any other cruise 4 days. Don't look at me like that.
We can go out to Cape Canaveral.
No, they don't have one that's 4 days. It's 5 or more. Like 5 nights. Sorry, 4 nights. It's always 5 or more.
We could always go and do the nice Carnival Mardi Gras. Nothing wrong with that one.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
No carnival. No carnival.
No. See,
No, see, that's
everybody.
where you're messed up.
No.
That's where you're messed up because Carnival class ships are awesome, and the Mardi Gras is top of the line and blows away Celebrity Silhouette and Celebrity Summit. 100%.
That
100%.
ship doesn't do
Does
4
do 4
nights.
days. Does do 4 nights
It's,
out of Cape Canaveral.
Y'all can
They
argue
do a
about that.
7-day and a 4-night. Thank you very
you
much.
get,
All right, everybody.
All right. So with that being said, you all check out Pew Pew at Sea so you guys can get up to date information on Pew Pew at Sea 4. Hopefully we'll see you in 386 days, 14 hours and some odd minutes, whatever. I'm not looking at it right now. With that being said, that's our show for tonight. I am Joker with Players Wanted. With me, it's not a party till he comes out. Wiener from New Breed Airsoft. Down below, Jordan from MK Airsoft. And over here, he'll give you some shiny new braces. If you really piss him off, Beowulf from Shadow Legion. Until next time.
Hey, everybody, look at Wiener's tits.
Yeah.
Lost George's camera fell again.
Until
I have no
he's all
it's
flustered.
terrible.
Or his camera
I
got
literally dig this camera out of a box 2 hours ago. Okay, it was lost to time.
It's stuck on his desk with gum.
The picture
Not
looks pretty
even.
good.
Shit.
Gotta work on
So-
that ceiling though.
With
Oh yeah, this ceiling's a piece of shit.
Those tiles are a little rough, bro.
all right.
Yeah,
Let's-
it's a little rough. How about this hole I punched in the wall?
Okay, Kyle.
Until next
I'm glad I
time,
did.
may your BBs fly true
It's
and
because
your
of the crab
opponents lose
legs.
all your hits. Good night.
Squirrel.